So first of all, I thank Kay so much for giving a good, very detailed presentation on the arena. And again, I cannot show how much recognition I have for Kay for doing this for us. Thank you so much. Of course, for Joe and our Numerai friends. Like every time I come back to Numerai, I come back to my own family because I used to be a pretty hardcore doing my career myself before I participated before, and then subsequently become FLock's internal team member. So I will, for obvious reason, I will keep my talk in English. But please do come to me to ask questions if you have questions and you are comfortable of having a conversation openly. I have my little AI gadget that should help me to translate like between language barrier pretty well on a one-to-one basis. But I'll do it later. How do I start? I will start with Kay already saw a very short view of this. I will start with our major product offering on the decentralized AI space. So I would also give a word that we don't just do decentralized AI, we also focus a lot of effort in sort of like AI transformation in consultancy spaces. I do not cover those work and service in this particular talk. So if you're interested, I can also sit down with you to talk about what we do beyond the Web3 decentralized AI space. But coming back to this, so first of all, already as Kay is already going into a lot of detail, the Arena is a computation platform that provides model fine-tuning and validation. Most of the tasks so far large language model fine-tuning. We have one task that's for tabular data a couple months ago, but we are pretty soon going to have our first image classification application. So this is like a small kind of, as Kay mentioned, we are focused more on quality instead of quantity. So in the platform, model fine-tuning, you have validator doing the validation, you have the leaderboard, and you have a little bit of stake to earn, where you can get like passive income in the form of FLock token. And then we have the API platform. So the API platform works, it's not itself a sort of Web3 product, but it kind of acts as a gateway for you to connect it to all the latest, or most of the latest model. So we just had like Banana 2 available on the API platform yesterday. You have Kimi 2.6, the latest Kimi, you have the latest DeepSeek. It's a pretty good tool for you to connect it to and build your own stuff on. So on the far right, we have FOMO. So FOMO is a platform for launching your model as asset. So this is intended for people who would like to launch a model themselves and who would like to monetize their model. So these three components have this sort of like interactive capability between them. So the Arena, from the Arena, the validator mostly use the API platform to do model validation. So they incur sort of like model usage there. But the Arena itself would, of course, train our good model, and we are working on a way to integrate those models into the API platform. While on the FOMO side, people launch their model on FOMO already, and once your model gets launched, it becomes available on the API platform. And as people use more of your model on the API platform, it incurs sort of like usage, it then enhance the reward incentivization via FOMO. So this is sort of like interaction between the three components, and sort of like we're building a bridge from what we call tokenomics to the AI very few complete firewall out there in the decentralized AI space that does that. We're kind of lucky. We already built the API platform before this open crawl phenomena took place. Still fixing, but it's getting better now. FOMO, we also launched at the beginning of this year. We're just finishing the first, what we call a first season of tokenomics, where the validator on the arena already benefit quite a lot from using the arena for validation. We are rolling out the next tokenomics season for FOMO, and from the second season onward, there will be a lot more focus. People using the model available on the API platform, and then those usage will go into their reward distribution form. And we already see people in whichever way drive model usage. So this is like a really overall view. What I would do for the rest is I probably won't go too much into the AI arena. I won't do as much as I can in this particular context. I probably also don't have the attention span to go so much detail into tokenomics. But what I would suggest is follow our arena, check out the new type of task that's becoming available. We are going to focus more on launching new task type, and we're also going to focus more on launching more interesting tasks. And more will come. The tokenomics update, because the arena's tokenomics is already pretty fixed in terms of the mechanism, because FOMO becoming available, and we like most of the crypto project we have our very set in the stone minting and initial schedule. So those tokenomics from the arena will be split between the arena and the FOMO going forward. So there will be update there. And as Kay already alluded to, we are always looking for very good model contributors. So please, there is a link here. Please click on the link and enter your detail, and I will pick up on the other side. I will skip some of these. So what I do intended to is just go to our API platform to show you. So this is the API platform. So these are the models that's available. So we can look at like the latest DeepSeek. Typically come with some discount, but not heavily. It's a very competitive industry, competing with people like OpenRouter, but also with a lot of the token gray market if you are operating inside China. If you see some of the token interselling spaces inside China, you cannot beat that. But this is hopefully becoming a very core ingredient in our interactive area, in our interactive landscape, connecting with other components, but also try to become a very specialized area people can build their app based on this. So I can show you. I was just talking to my friend, my colleague. So we are really playing around building our own little app. This model here using our API platform's key. So I would encourage people to try that and put your open crawl by Hermes on one of these models. Yes. Yeah, it's here. So yeah, we have the latest DeepSeek. We have the latest Google. Nano Banana just came online yesterday. We certainly have the latest Kimi. We should have Anthropic control. Not quite there yet. Still negotiating. So this will become pretty capable for people to go to one form of space for AI token accessibility. So go back to my slide. Moving on. So FOMO. So the idea of FOMO is actually allow people to launch their model and benefit from having been the model owner. And then it basically allows people, if you're a small team, build set a specific model. It could be anything from fast fashion to image generation to, I don't know, maybe some sort of foundational tabular model tailored for insurance or kind. What this allows you to do is allow you to launch a model very much in a similar way of launching an agent or virtual, or even launching a meme coin or pump fund. On here, what you have is you have a model with a new utility, which allow you to crowdsource by people contributing from. And then once you go through the launching stage, you can start hosting it, and you can start by issuing your model as a token, as well as the FLock token in your usability. So once you're starting to get your model to be used by either promoting it for other people to use, or drive the usage in your own business. I suppose you have a model, but you also have a business to use, and then you will start to generate revenue allocation. So I won't go to full circle. The point here is once you launch your model, you can start driving model usage via the API platform, and those will come back to facilitating your. Those will come back to facilitating your certification, and also will lower the cost of running the platform. This slide is too complicated, so I won't go too much. This is some of the key intention. So people will use your inference service in your model, and then you will incur revenue via in the form of FLock. For the token that you issue, also we will incur if people pay a stable cost. Please.
Where is the model hosted? Is it hosted by?
Very good question. We're still working on that. Eventually, it will be hosted on the FLock API platform.
Okay, so right now it will be through your inference service.
We are still working on this part.
Okay.
Yeah. What you see, the model that's hosted on Formula is our model. Those are the model that's being used for the validator on the API on the array.
Thank you.
This also have the first implementation of value mechanism. So whenever by that happen, the empty token for the model will be earned. And the FLock will also, the revenue here has a link to push a kind of buyback mechanism to FLock, and those will be taken back into the ecosystem. So I won't go too much into this now, because we're just rolling out the second season of economy, which will run for another couple of weeks. And then we will go up to season 3 and gradually, step by step, to roll out the full FLock. So this is new. Right. So this is not a long talk. I suppose it's more interesting to sit down and have some conversation with you guys. Again, to emphasize, why join us? So we have quite a different level of engagement compared to Numerai. So you can join as a trainer, you can join as a validator. Although I would say for some people to join as a validator, you need to already have a degree of investment because it's getting more difficult for smaller entity or individual company. Or you can just join as a delegator. Delegator in this case, you participated at the state group. We are actually halving the token transaction fee for people to join to complete their FLock token into GM FLock. And we are also introducing sort of relocking mechanism for once your GM FLock becoming mature, you can choose to commit to relocking for a time-weighted mechanism. So if you lock it for longer, it becomes more basic. So FOMO and API platform is in one. So it's basically interactive component for model as an asset and usage of your AI token to generate it and boost the component. So the ecosystem in itself, I think, is a good way to participate in multiple mature decentralized AI project. Numerai is the grandfather, so very, very good to come back here again. And we are into our third year. And the participant like Kate and Joe would know that we are building, we never stop building. We're getting into the winter, but we're still building and building and building. So we will certainly go through this. Yeah, it's pretty easy setup if you just want to play with the state participant role, or if you just want to use it as a setup and trainer yourself, it's very, very easy. We have another example available. Do I have the... Yeah, so we have in the slide, I didn't go into this, so we have the example for trainer, we have also the example for validator. So feel free to take a look at those. Any question? Please.
I just, not really about the technology, more about how cool your website looks. How did you guys design it, or who designed it? Your designs are very solid and smooth, and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
So, was it? Yeah, no way.
I'm just
Yes.
messing around.
No, it looks too good.
Yeah, our founder himself is sort of like a very, very geeky person who like to play around with things. We also have a very AI-enabled creative director. Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay,
person who was very, very good creating video content as well as webcoding. It's amazing with these days technology. Because I was going around with him talking about Web3 stuff, talking about how to make all these stylish design. But we are also going to different parties. So I try to talk about how do we sit down with a traditional enterprise or a small manufacturing company and use AI to automate the process. So all these things becoming available to do it at the same time for different skill set.
promote those models, or how are you going to
So on the demand side, it's on you to drive the demand.
Right. So then, what would be the difference if I would publish this model on, for example, OpenRouter?
Well, so on this one, you will have the autonomy as an additional incentive. So if you drive the demand of the model, you essentially will be rewarded by from the token from our token.
Right.
Yeah. And also you will issue in, essentially you are launching your own model token as well. So if your model's usage shoots up, and people start buying the model, using the model as our model, you also pay as well as the USD.
Okay, so it's the token for the model?
Yeah.
Right. And what the insurance is going to be like limited, or I will define the economics for the model?
You will go through the launch process.
Right.
Yeah. It's easier to have a look because, to be honest, it's too complicated just doing this. But what I could show is, so this is a model that's already launched. You will see, you will kind of see the distribution. So I think it's 10%. So you will have a 20% of issue. You own some of those. So some of them are reserved for incentivification. Other people who buy into the token will own part of it, and then 50% for us. So in your model token essentially is it's available for trading on Telegram.
Are users paying for the usage using the tokens model?
Second,
When users are using the token, using the model, are they paying in this token or in something else?
when user
What is the
they
currency
will
there?
be paying depends on they can certainly be paying USD stablecoin. But I think on the API platform they also if it's FOMO, if it's a model coming from FOMO, they can also use FOMO.
Right. It's actually similar to the Tether Alpha in a way, because it's like another layer on top of the
Yeah,
flow.
it's a bit like that.
Yes.
But this is new because we went through a few months in beta, and we just switched into the alpha mode, to the proper live mode, and with the reward mechanism of all to be working. So the first time since a few weeks ago, people use people who have a few components. You need to have the GM clock state on the whole ecosystem. So the GM clock pool is working both on the arena side and on the formal side. You have that, and then you start using the model, one of these models, and then you will receive from as a reward. So there is an incentive on the user side to use it.
Are those tokens actually exist on chain?
Yeah.
Or it's like
They are.
it's an actual token?
So the block token is a base to it live on base.
Yeah, but those tokens.
Those token is available on Aerogen. So you can buy some essentially. Beyond that, there was just so many innovative ways to drive token usage. I'm not an expert on that, but what I can see is I can see Certainly not on our roadmap. Yeah. Serving a model in a decentralized. Now, what would you consider to be like? What will it look like? Are you distributing the weight or are you distributing the influence? That would be my question.
Yeah.
What will it look like?
I guess infra, right? So you can let the edge compute to run those models and pay them maybe in the same token.
Yeah.
We do federated learning.
So the same.
So we do that, but it's usually in a decentralized, but in a focused application. So we are talking about doing distributed influence for a dedicated service. So I mean, not the typical Web3 setting. We do it, but it's more on. So for instance, we're working with our government. They want to build a what they call a sovereign AI, and part of that is to build something like AI grid in different locations, but making sure their model serving resilient, so that there is a degree of distributed model serving in that, not in this manner. The tag is different.
Okay. Any more questions? So thank you, Yifan.